Hi everyone. Okay, in today's video, I want to talk about difficult relationships. Now, one of the biggest things that causes anxiety and stress is the challenges that we have in life. And the challenges that we have in life usually involve other people. So we can view our stress and our anxiety as caused by other people. And their response or their lack of understanding or their expectations, or maybe our own expectations on that relationship that are not fulfilled. So I want you to think about a difficult relationship that you have at the moment with someone and ask yourself some of these questions. What are your expectations from that relationship? Is the stress and anxiety that you're suffering, is it mostly because the expectations and what you expect from that person are not being met? And it doesn't matter, if you believe that the expectations should be met. Is it because they are not meeting your expectations, or in some way they can't meet your expectations? Okay. Another one is that where the relationship is causing us distress because of their expectation of us. What they expect us to do, what they expect us to be, or how they perceive us, or how we think they perceive us, and how they behave around us, and how they deal with us, and how they treat us. And these can be major stresses in the way that we perceive the situation and how we deal with the situation. And another third factor in any relationship is actually our own relationship with ourselves and how we view ourselves, how we value ourselves in relation to our self-esteem, our self-worth. Because how we stand in front of someone and how we relate to anyone, a lot of it evolves from our beliefs, our ideas and our values about ourselves. And often when we're in very difficult situations, when we're dealing with it and we deal with it in a very maybe ineffective way or not appropriate way, it's because of our own values, our own lack of self-esteem, lack of self-worth, lack of assertiveness, even boundaries. And these things can go all blurred in relationships because of various factors. I mean, obviously, in a working environment, there's certain things that there's a code of conduct and codes of ethics. And sometimes, it can be challenging because of your professionalism and you're trying to do things the right way and you're trying not to cause sabotaging behaviours within a workplace. There can be all sorts of reasons. But again, it's about how much you value yourself and how confident you are within yourself to set your own rights can actually make a huge impact in how we deal with some of these things. Okay. Now think about the relationships, like family relationships and the dynamics, and about the roles that sometimes that we put ourselves into or we allow ourselves to be put into. And that can have a huge impact on the amount of stress and anxiety we have when we take on the major nurturing a caring role. If you're a mother, if you think about the roles that sometimes a mother seems to be expected to do, and then the rules that you encourage or have allowed to happen within that family environment, can have a huge impact on how your family relates to you, how your partner relates to you, and to how other people relate to you. And a lot of times it's habits and things that we've allowed to continue. So difficult relationships can have a lot of reasons why they're happening the way they are, and about how we have already portrayed ourselves, how we have behaved, and we've almost set a kind of stance to what we think is acceptable or not acceptable. And one of the biggest things that can be quite challenging in any relationship if you're suffering from chronic anxiety or stress or depression, is that lack of understanding or support, or even people believing you, around you and giving you the lack of support. But often we have expectations for people, and yeah, we should be supported and we all should be listened to, be allowed to be listened to. But also sometimes we have this expectation that people give us something that they actually, in many ways, don't have the skills or can't give us. And what I mean by that is we all have different challenges, and we may be suffering from extreme chronic anxiety or extreme stress or depression, okay? But what about that other person? What we've got to always remember is we all have different strengths and weaknesses, and some people just do not have the ability to give us what we really want. And often in relationships, what we're looking for is just love or care or respect. But often it has to start here. It has to start with you. So if you don't love and respect yourself, if you don't care for you, and if you don't have boundaries, healthy boundaries with other people, they're not going to have healthy boundaries with you. They're not going to respect you if you don't respect yourself. And it's a really important thing when you're looking at your anxiety and stress and even depression, because how we set the scene and how what you allow to happen and what you do on a day-to-day basis for other people can really set the stance of how people view you, and where they respect you and where they won't respect you, where they value you and where they don't value you. So if you have difficult relationships now, have a think about quite a few of these things that I've talked about and what may be influencing or what may be making that relationship, it may be making it that they treat you with more disrespect because of certain behaviours that you have showed in the past or that you're continuing to do. So you set enough boundaries and you set enough respect for yourself. Are you clear enough in your communication? Are you being honest? Are you being honest with yourself, and are you being honest with them about what's going on? Okay, so I hope that helps. Have a great day. Bye.